Living in the US and living in Malaysia, what is the comparison? Today we're going to do a little bit of a comparison with living in the United States and living in Malaysia. Malaysia is a developing country. United States is a developed country. So they are far ahead of Malaysia in some certain things. But in some certain things also, Malaysia would be much of highly preferable for people that have vision. Although the country is a little bit tight with their policies and things relative to that, but if you're a very visionary person and a business person also, Malaysia is a very high opportune country, especially for business. So today we'll be comparing the United States to Malaysia in terms of quality of life. The first thing to compare is health. According to this website, mylifeelsewhere.com, health in Malaysia compared to the United States, you can be 56.9% less likely to be obese in Malaysia. So, which means in the United States, 36.2% of adults are obese, while in Malaysia, that number is about 15.6%. So, which means if you're living in the United States, you'll likely be 36.2% obese than living in Malaysia. The next one is live 4.5 years less. So which means if you're living in the United States, the average life expectancy is about 81 years, which is 78 years for men and 83 years for women, which is as of 2022. In Malaysia, that number is 76 years and 74 years for men, while 78 years for women. So whether in the US or in Malaysia, it's kind of looks like women lives longer than men, and this data is as of 2022. So if you're living in the United States, you have 4.5 years more likely years to live than someone living in Malaysia. This is because, of course, they are developed countries, so there are some certain things that they have already gone across. You have 18.5% more children in Malaysia than the United States. In the United States, there are approximately 12.3 babies per 1,000 people as of 2022. In Malaysia, there are about 14.6 babies per 1,000 people as of 2022. So which means there are more babies in Malaysia than in the US. And the next one is you can be 52.6% more likely to die during childbirth. So according to this data, in the United States, approximately 19.0 women per 100,000 births died during labor as of 2017, while in Malaysia, it is 29.0% of women die as of 2017. So which means there are much more than 10% to compare to the US women dying in childbirth in Malaysia, more than the United States. And proceeding to economy, you can be 15.2% less likely to be unemployed in Malaysia than the United States. So in the United States, 3.9% of adults are unemployed as of 2018. And in Malaysia, that number is about 3.3%, so which is a very good thing. In Malaysia, the unemployment rate is just about 3.3%, while in the United States, it's 3.9%. So which means Malaysia is doing pretty good. Actually, in Malaysia here, there are a lot of jobs for people, fresh graduates, qualifying people, and companies actually do beg people to come take jobs. And there are a lot of vacancies also, but it's very hard to get workers. So sometimes they are looking for a higher pay for a smaller jobs. That is one of the reasons. I am also looking for a staff also, but it's pretty hard to secure a staff. So that's it. And then in Malaysia, you can be 27.5% more likely to die during infancy. So in the United States, approximately 5.2% of children per 1,000 live births die before they reach the age of 1 as of 2022. And in Malaysia, on the other hand, it's 6.6%. So which means United States is 5.2%, Malaysia is 6.6%, so which is a very high number. You can be 62.9% less likely to live below the poverty line in Malaysia. So in the United States, 15.1% of the people live below the poverty line as of 2010. In Malaysia, however, that number is 5.6% as of 2018. So, which means there are more people living below the poverty line in the United States than in Malaysia. This is a very good data. This is a very good thing because it means there are more possibilities, there are more chances, there are more avenues of getting employed or making money in Malaysia than in the United States, or more people who are willing to work in Malaysia than in the United States. So, which is very good thing. And the next one is the expenditures. You can spend 16.0% less on education in Malaysia than the United States. So, which means United States spends 5.0% of its total GDP on education as of 2014, while Malaysia spends 4.2% of total GDP on education as of 2019. And next one is you can pay 29.3% lower top tax rate. Yes, that's true. United States has a top tax rate of 39.6% as of 2016, while in Malaysia the top tax rate is 28% as of 2018. Actually, in Malaysia, the top tax rate is about 30% for any revenue you generated from abroad. There's usually a flat rate of 30% or foreigners working in Malaysia. So usually the average top tax rate is 28% according to this data as of 2016, but now is about 30%. So, but yet in the United States, it's about 39.6%, which is very much higher. So this means that you pay way less tax in Malaysia than the United States. And the next one is you can spend 77.4% less on healthcare in Malaysia than the United States. Of course, Malaysian healthcare is quite affordable for the locals, for the citizens. So the next one is you can make 56.1% less money in Malaysia than in the United States, because United States has a GDP per capita of $60,200 as of 2020, while in Malaysia the GDP per capita is about $26,400. Of course, Malaysian money is 4.4 times lower than United States money. So this could be a considerable reason. Then the next one is the geography. You can see 76.5% less coastline in Malaysia than the United States. And United States has about 19,924 kilometers of coastline, while in Malaysia is about 4,675. Because United States has more landmass than Malaysia. But I wouldn't totally agree with this number, because if in Malaysia, if you bring the West Malaysia and the East Malaysia together, I think the number would be much more higher than this. So that's it, guys. That's the comparison of Malaysia to United States in terms of quality of life. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then I will see you again.